me, also Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, so we recently went to watch a Penn and Teller show.
Yes.
It was a live taping of their Fool Us TV show. So we go into that because you get a behind the scenes look of what it's really like. And we even made a video about it. You can go check our other channel. But the whole idea is is what you see on TV real or fake? And for the most part, that show was quite real. I mean, they really try to hold up the integrity of if you would call it magic, right? It's not like TV tricks or things lying or editing, like clever editing or anything like that. So it got me curious to go back and kind of, go back and look at some of the earlier stuff because they're really a unique pair of magicians. One talks, one doesn't. Their tricks oftentimes even trying to expose other tricks. Like they have no problem showing you how it's done in a way to kind of be clever, of just saying more clever than the average magician. It's a great shtick that they got.
Right.
So I found this video from over 10 years ago. It might be even
SNL.
older because I swear I just saw this recently and I'm like, man, it looks like they were 30 years younger. You know what I'm saying? A long time ago. This was probably one of the most clever tricks I ever seen from them.
Really?
Yeah. Probably one of the best. And so I wanted you to watch it to see if you can figure out how they did it.
It's magic.
No, it's clever. I didn't figure it out. But the second time I watched it, because they explained it at some point, you're like, so clever.
How did I not see that?
By the way, if you want some more cool commentary, check out my podcast.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show.
Better than a magic show.
That's right.
It's still all
it's
fake,
all
though.
Real.
Fake.
Ladies and gentlemen, the comedy magic of Penn and Teller.
Yeah, you know what? I think this is
This
definitely
is
more
really
than...
old.
Oh, 1986. They only reposted up online
Good evening, ladies and
10
gentlemen.
years ago.
We had Ron introduce us as comedy magicians because,
So it's
frankly,
30 years
some
old.
magicians think that's all we are is comedy magicians, that we are comedians that do sketches about magic. But we are more than that. We are serious magicians who do not need punchlines or gimmicks to get our point across. We are about to prove tonight that we are the best magicians in the world. I want to state the obvious and say this is Saturday Night Live. There's a live studio audience here. And they have a responsibility to you people at home to let you know that what you are seeing here is happening live in the studio.
So no trick. It's real.
From the bit, I will ask you the question, are we live? And then if we are, wait a second, then if we are not using any sort of camera edits or any sort of blue screen or back projection, I would like you to respond with, yeah. Let's try it once. Are we live? Yeah! First, I'd like to say that my partner Teller is the best card magician in the world. He can do a top palm, he can do a back palm, he can find a chosen card any time he wants. But he will also do his best trick, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, the rising card. Go ahead, Dylan. Boom, right on the net. No gimmicks, no nothing. Once again, the rising card. There it is right there. And once you got that one down, try this one. The whole deck, one after the other, rises right into the air. That may seem to be a little more juggling than magic, but it's still sleight of hand. And now Teller's crowning achievement, one card, no threads, no wires. It rises right out of the frame. Are we live? Yeah! Now we'd like to address ourselves to a specific magician, Mr. David Copperfield. Is that really your name? David Copperfield? Who writes your scripts? Oliver Twist? Anyways, David, you like to do vanishes, big things, the jet, the Statue of Liberty. That's great. We could do it all, but we haven't got the money. We don't think the magicians are judged by their pocketbooks. We think they're judged by their skill. So all we need is a $2.49 jet, and you tell me, Mr. Copperfield, where does it go? That sucker's gone, David. And in short sleeves, too. You did the Statue of Liberty, didn't you, Mr. Copperfield? We don't need Ellis Island. We don't need radar. We don't need helicopters. See that lady right there? She's in Teller's hand, and then she's gone. We'll go one step further, Mr. Copperfield. We will do the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building. It's just a model, but that's solid. Short sleeves, Mr. Copperfield. Where does does it go? Boom. That's Jim's history. That's the ghost. Are we live? Yeah! Damn straight we are. Damn straight. And now a classic of magic made popular by Mr. Harry Blackstone Jr., the dancing handkerchief. Oh dear, we're up to our old comedy magic tricks again. But to change comedy magic to serious magic, untie that thread and take her up. And the dancing handkerchief still works, huh? And moving on to another Harry Black. We've seen enough of that, Tilly. That's fine. Put it away. We now have the amazing floating light bulb. This is more difficult than the dancing handkerchief because once you get that floating and you turn it on, if there are any threads or wires, the audience could see them. Pass a hoop around that. And once you got that done, Harry, try this. Unscrew that light bulb, and it
Why is the audience always laughing?
Right in the air. Let's try the hoop, Kelly. Do that, Harry, then give us a call.
Do they know that we don't
Are we
know?
live? Now, a magician couldn't be considered a serious magician if he didn't invent some tricks of his own. So now a trick that Teller invented himself, the amazing bouncing muffin. Go ahead, Teller. Boom, boom, boom. That bounces right in the air, and it's still edible. He also has the amazing bouncing bagel. There it goes, and it's still edible. It's not that good a trick. He bothered to learn it. You're certainly going to watch it. The amazing bouncing bagel. You had enough to eat there, Teller. Fine, put it away, put it away. And last and certainly least, Mr. Doug Henning. First of all, Doug, as a friend, as a fellow magician, I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. It's 1986. Get a haircut. What you like to do most, Doug, is you like to take women, put them in embarrassing costumes, then do insulting things to them. We are not willing to do that to a real woman, but we have a doll here that we have gone to a great deal of trouble to dress exactly as your taste would dictate. But, Doug, watch what she can do right here. Still with the same rainbow patterns, she floats right in the air. And watch this last thing with a hoop, no threads, no wires. She's just Are we live? Yeah!
Magnet.
Yeah!
Good
I
guess.
think we've shown that Penn and Teller don't need gimmicks. We don't need punchlines. We are indeed the best magicians working today. We are Penn and Teller, no longer
They're
comedy
upside
magicians,
down.
but rather
They
real
are
magicians.
upside down.
You got it at the end, baby. I never even got it. That's so clever, huh?
Wow, kudos to them. You were upside down the whole time, acting like...
Not for 6 minutes. They said they were practicing for 6 hours.
What the...
Like, I think people would die doing that upside down. And apparently, when they were practicing for 6 hours, they couldn't get it right once. It was just so happens when they filmed the live version, all of it worked. I was like, that's a commitment to craft.
Wow.
That was crazy.
That was impressive.
They never did it again. They said it's too tough. They thought they were going to die. They're like, hell
Yeah.
no.
And then trying to talk normal.
Like, if you go back and watch it, you'll notice little things that kind of start to give away. One is, like, their face looks weird, right? It's especially, like, actually both of them, because they're a little bit fat. So, like, their face starts to, like, drag upwards, you notice, kind of thing. And their clothes are stuck around their neck type of thing. So, you know, you watch it a second or third time, you start to get a sense, like, yeah, something's off about it, but nothing that would give it away. Like,
Yeah.
so clever. And that's
That
why the
was
audience
clever.
member was laughing all the way through, because they knew it. They saw it right from the get-go. Penn and Teller.
Like, why they're laughing? Oh my God.
I guess they're still hot
That was
because
pretty
all
good.
my family's coming in, like, for Thanksgiving, and the one show they want to see was
I know.
I'm
Of
gonna go Penn and
all
Teller.
the shows in
They
Vegas.
could go to nudie shows. They could go to the big concerts. They could go to anything, but it was Penn and Teller.
Penn and Teller. I guess Penn and Teller is very famous in East Coast then.
They're famous around the U.S. At this point, they are probably number 1 or 2 in terms of, like, the most famous magicians that everyone
Comedian.
knows.
Magician.
I think comedian magicians are probably the only ones.
Right.
Like, everyone else is a serious type of magician.